What's up guys, it's Tyler with Reversion Raceworks, and this week we have a ton of new products coming out. We're also showing you some product development in the works, and some updates on a funky intake project that you've probably seen before. Lastly, we're going to go over what's up next for the Suburban. First things first, I gotta give a huge shout out to Brian Herbie and Chris for hooking us up and helping us get one of these whole assemblies out of an S10 truck. If you're an S10 guy, I'm sure you know who Brian is. We're going to use this to develop a Holley 12.3 Pro Dash kit. It's definitely going to require some cutting, but don't worry, we'll figure that out. We'll do the hard work and show you how to do it. While we've got this whole thing together, we might as well figure out maybe some AC delete kits for the race car guys, some audio kits for the audio heads, and maybe anything else we could figure out. But that's enough for new product development. Let's see what's coming out next week. Every year we go to LS Fest East, and every year someone's asking about the Pontiac G8 gauge cluster. Well, this year we're making it happen, all thanks to our buddy Matt. He pulled one out of his car so we could 3D scan it, reverse engineer it, and send him a prototype. In the coming weeks, this one's going on the website, and we are definitely bringing inventory to LS Fest. And while Matt was at it, he hooked us up with his buddy Chris, who needs a Haltech IC7 mount for his FC ARC7. We've been wanting to expand our JDM offerings for a little bit now, so we were pretty happy to take this one on. We did the same exact thing, 3D scanned it, reverse engineered it, and there's a prototype going out the door any day now. Well, everybody loves a good G-body, right? Well, we're taking the Holley 3.5-inch screen and making a mount that goes right where the air conditioning vent is. So, for you race car guys who need a better spot to put this, we've got the ticket. And I know of at least one customer who's been begging us to make this, and he's going to be pretty happy. Another pickup truck line that's getting rounded out is the Dodge Ram. We have both generations of 2nd gen and the 4th gen going on the website next week. I also daily drive a 3rd gen, so you know that one's coming out soon. We just got another cluster, and we'll see that in the coming weeks. And adding to the JDM lineup, we have the SC400. This has been a bear to design. It's a pretty large part and kind of funky with how it mounts. But Max told me it's one of his favorite parts he's worked on yet. Maybe you've seen from our past 3D printing content, but we are definitely a fan of the new Creality K2 Plus. It recently doubled in our shop, and we built this shelf to keep them in a better place at home. We added these custom casters so we could move it around the shop as we need and as we expand, and it has much needed extra filament storage. With the added height, we're able to add 2 more of these machines if we want in the future, so we'll see what the year has to come. Maybe you've seen from our last vlogging style video, we started a pretty interesting project with the Mercedes OM606 diesel engine, where our customer Ben Duncan of Duncan's European Auto is trying to adapt this BMW B58 intercooled intake manifold to the Mercedes OM606 diesel. And our first iteration prototype worked really well. It pulled it up to the engine and worked really as we intended, but it got a little bit difficult when we tried to install it on the actual car. Because of course there's a lot more things to consider, such as the firewall, and we weren't really aware of the fuel filter position. But we determined it'd be a lot easier to have the car here, so Ben drove down from New Hampshire to our shop where we were able to disassemble the car, 3D scan the entire engine bay, and make it happen. Let's see how these scans look. So now we have the scans in the new Peel OS Pro, where we are able to take this engine bay scan and have great detail showing off the big turbo that Ben installed, and this thing is kind of rowdy. It's a really cool car. But besides that, we have where the intake manifold is exposed, so we have the bolt pattern, the ports, the fuel filter we mentioned up front, and a reservoir over here, the firewall, and you could see it gets a little tight awfully quick where this intake manifold is supposed to sit. So we also took another scan where the engine is also in place, but the BMW intake is also sitting where it could roughly be. Now we will take the CAD model in full scan and actually install it on the car digitally and make our modifications from there, but this gives us a good visual guide where we can work with the scan some more and just have a rough idea where things should sit. We also made sure to gather some data around the car, like the fenders and radiator support, so we could then consider the hood clearance, because then we took an additional scan where we added the hood to the car, so now we could really play with the angle of the intake manifold, see how high or low we can really go with it, and make sure Ben doesn't need a cowl hood for this thing, because I don't think that's really Mercedes style. So my plan in CAD is then to create some surfaces of the hood geometry, offset the thickness of the hood and insulation that we measured while he was here, and then we can make 100% certain that this intake setup is going to work for his application. For this week's update, I just wanted to show you guys how we have the scanning all completed and aligned. We're going to be diving deep into the engineering pretty soon, and we'll be sure to let you guys know how that goes. While we absolutely love the Holley 686 Pro Dash, this one really just helped us get out of a bind while we were trying to get the truck ready for Good Guys Delaware. Our real plan was to run the 12.3-inch Pro Dash. So in an upcoming video, we're going to show you what it takes to do a custom layout and do all the custom I/O so you could have blinkers, high beams, and all that fun stuff. But stay tuned, we'll be seeing more about that soon. From new products getting developed, to parts hitting the website, to funky intakes and Suburban updates. That's what Reversion Raceworks is up to this week. Let us know down below what you guys are working on, and we'll catch you in the next one.